What's up guys, it's the Gem Expert, and today we are going to talk about the most mysterious gemstone in the world, and it's the opal. Let's go. The most mysterious gemstone in the world, the opal, a opaque rock with shiny little flames in it. Unlike other gemstones, this stone has no crystal system. It is an amorphous mineral, a mineral with no definite crystalline structure. It does not consist of regularly repeating structural units and therefore referred to as amorphous, i.e. possessing no long range of order. This stone can be beautiful and quite cheap, but also can be very expensive. Opal is not very conductive and also not very hard. At only 5.5 to 6 Mohs hardness, the opal is very easily scratched and should be handled with care. The more water it consists of, the softer it is. Usually 4 to 6% water is common. It can go up to 20%. There are synthetics out there which you can easily identify when you compare them to the real deal. Here's a comparison video. You can see the fire's motion is limited in one direction. Opal is commonly found in Ethiopia, Africa, Australia, Mexico, Brazil, Nevada, and Indonesia. A small discovery in 1994 put Ethiopia on the worldwide opal map. This was followed by an important discovery in 2008 and 2013. African opal from the Velu mines is most of the time hydrophane, which means it absorbs water. After putting it for some time in water, it will become clear, and after it dries out again, it will become opaque and the fire will come back. Some people might even say that this can actually harm the stone, and you should not do this with your hydrophane opal. But I think it's just a question of time to get the water back out of the stone so it can return to its first appearance. Most Australian opal, on the other hand, don't show any of these characteristics. It's also priced much higher than African opal. Black opal is the most expensive and most sought after opal, regardless where it comes from. It is commonly found in Australia. The black background gives flashes an amazing contrast. Opal can be dyed to give the appearance of a black opal. The most common treatment is the carbonization, and it's usually applied to Endermuka matrix opal. This method works by soaking hydro-opal with a sugar solution and then immersing them into a concentrated sulfuric acid solution. This reaction of the acid and the sugar places carbon as black spots into the porous surface layers of the matrix opal, turning it black, and hence the imitation of black opal, also creating the often seen African brown opal. This method created the most bizarre colors. There is even purple and blue opal that is actually dyed Mexican or African hydrophane opal. The rule is hydrophane opal is susceptible to all sorts of procedures that wouldn't work on normal opal. Now the treatments. The charcoal burning and smoke treatment, which works by wrapping the stone into newspaper or similar and putting them into fire, carbonizing the material and depositing carbon into the opal. Fracture filling, filling the surface reaching fractures with oils or resin, usually results in a non-acceptable treatment result. Fractures are most of the time still visible. Resin treatment of Queensland boulder has been used recently. The treatment infills the joint between the opal layer and the ironstone backing, and the treatment is very difficult to observe without sophisticated analytical equipment. The issue is that the opal, which is normally naturally attached to the ironstone host, is sometimes not completely adhered to the ironstone, possibly because of a layer of sandstone or silt. The treatment is very limited in its applications and rare. Surface coating. Recently, some specimens of Queensland boulder opal has been treated by depositing a layer of aluminium oxide on it, in order to overcome the softness of some opal. Opal has a Mohs hardness of 5 to 6, whereas aluminium oxide has a hardness of 9. This treatment is very limited at present time. However, it becomes prevalent. It will be difficult to detect without suitable analytical equipment in the future. Most opal is not valued by its weight, but much more by its color, intensity of fire, and its size. Pretty much all colors can be found in opal fire, but the more red in the stone, the rarer and the more expensive it will be. Mexican fire opal is its very own type of opal that looks very unique orangey. It's also hydro opal most of the time. A lot stones in jewelry are doublets or even triplets, in which the real opal is just a thin layer in between, on top a support piece. And in a triplet, even with a clear plastic top that makes it appear bigger. Be aware of those stones. Precious opal consists of spheres of silicon dioxide molecules, arranged in regular closely packed planes. These structures of planes make the types of opals. There are many different types of opals. There is an amazing video on YouTube explaining all the types of opals. The link is in the bio, check it out. I'm the gem expert and I hope you have learned something about opal today. It was a very long video because this is not a regular stone, but as we learned, an amorphous mineral that has no crystal structure, which is the only gemstone in the world that is amorphous and still that highly valued without a crystal structure. So it's simply amazing. Please check out my other videos about gemstones. Like, share and subscribe. And that's it. I'm the Gem Expert and I'm out. Bye.